In the top stories, Chairman of ECCB Monetary Council shares highlights from 107th meeting. Ministry of Sport launches anti-doping educational campaign, and Samuel Berridge appointed as High Commissioner Designate to Canada. The details on these stories and more after the break.
The court's wishlist project can easily be likened to a genie giving the lucky holder of its lamp a variety of free wishes. However, the initiative, according to OECS merchandise manager Anita Phillips, doesn't work that way. The process, she says, is a lot more in-depth.
It brings us great joy to reintroduce the court's wishlist project. The project is about helping to change and improve the lives of the persons within our communities who need it the most. The program differs from our everyday issue of donations because it helps us take a targeted approach in meeting those people who are mostly in need and helping change their lives.
One of the things that make the court's wishlist project unique, Phillips says, is that no one can make a wish on their own behalf, but rather the wish being requested must be made for someone else.
A big part of the program is encouraging persons to look out for their fellow men. So someone cannot make a wish on their own behalf, but rather they need to be looking within their communities to select someone who is most in need of a wish.
In addition, Phillips stated that wishes are not limited to Court's wide range of products, but can be something from any other company to ensure that the need is adequately met. The company is soliciting the assistance of the public to look out for each other in their various communities.
Help us in our quest to find and assist the persons who are most in need within our communities. Look around you. It may be someone you already know, or maybe someone you've heard about. Tell us about them. Every request will be thoroughly vetted, and this will allow us to select only the persons who need the support the most.
The court's wishlist project was recently launched across the OECS in islands of Antigua, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts, and St. Vincent.
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, or ECCB Monetary Council, hosted a press conference on Friday, February 16th in an effort to share highlights coming out of the 107th meeting of the ECCB Monetary Council. Chairman of the ECCB Monetary Council, the Honorable Minister of Finance and Council Member for St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Camilo Gonzalez, noted that the region saw a strong rebound in the tourism sector in 2022 into 2023, among other things.
Downside risks, there is a slowing global economy and an uncertainty that portend headwinds ahead for the currency union, particularly in tourism, which had a strong rebound in 2022 that continued into 2023. The International Monetary Fund forecast in its January 2024 World Economic Outlook update that global GDP is likely to grow by 3.1% in 2024, which is an unchanged growth rate from the previous year. Other downside risks include geopolitical and inflationary pressures. Consumer and food prices eased in 2023 and are forecast to continue doing so in 2024. Fertilizer prices.
Chairman Gonzalez says the growth outlook is positive for the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union.
Here in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, the growth outlook is positive. The economy continues to expand and inflation is abating. Implementing strategic reforms is key for building resilience and elevating the growth trajectory. On the upside, increased investments in areas such as food and nutrition security can build additional resilience against shocks. Monetary, credit, and financial conditions in the currency union remain stable and accommodative, as well as conducive to the stability of the currency. The current backing.
Also present at the meeting was Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, who reiterated the government's support for the ECCB Monetary Council, and Governor of the ECCB, Timothy Antoine. And in other news, the Ministry of Sports has stepped up its efforts to reduce accidental or intentional doping by local athletes by launching a new educational promotional campaign. The Anti-Doping in Sport Education Awareness Program was launched at a ceremony on Thursday at the St. Kitts and Nevis Olympic Committee Conference Center. The event brought together senior government officials, members of the sporting fraternity, and other stakeholders. Minister of Sport, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, expressed that the government of St. Kitts and Nevis is deeply committed to fair play in sports. He recalled the pledge made 1 month ago at the Third World Anti-Doping Agency AWADA Forum for Caribbean sports ministers in Jamaica, committing the Federation to launch an education and awareness campaign.
Today, on February 15th, 2024, we fulfill that commitment. Our government is unwavering in its commitment to align the pillars established by the World Anti-Doping Agency and the UNESCO Convention Against Doping in Sports. We understand the adherence to these international standards, and it is paramount in ensuring a clean and fair sporting environment for St. Kitts and Nevis.
The program is tailored to equip athletes, coaches, and support personnel with the knowledge necessary to make informed decisions regarding clean and fair competition.
Committed to raising awareness about the dangers and consequences of doping. We emphasize the significance of fair play and ethical behavior in sports. Through education, we aim to cultivate a culture that values the principles of integrity and sportsmanship.
The sports minister added that the emphasis on ethical leadership within sporting organizations will have a profound impact on athletes and all stakeholders. It is expected that this will help to build a firm foundation built on trust, accountability, and transparency. Minister Duggins called on all stakeholders to participate in the new education and awareness program to help create a resilient and united front against doping. And in other local news, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has announced the appointment of Senior Foreign Service Officer Mr. Samuel Berridge as High Commissioner Designate for St. Kitts and Nevis to Canada. Mr. Berridge will serve from the High Commission for St. Kitts and Nevis in the Canadian capital, Ottawa. With over 2 decades of dedicated service to his country, Mr. Berridge possesses extensive expertise in foreign affairs, international trade, and development policy. His experience is deeply rooted in a comprehensive framework of bilateral, regional, and multilateral engagement. His proficiency encompasses a wide range of areas, including international relations, protocol, trade policy, trade negotiations, conflict resolution, mediation, project management, and sustainable development. As High Commissioner, Mr. Berridge will focus on building and strengthening relations with Canada through solid partnerships with universities and research institutions, potential investors, and members of the diaspora. And after the break, education administrators launched Safe School Initiative and Nyabingi Theocracy Order to celebrate Black History Month. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new Flo, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
Boy, Super Handy Andy with your Super Handy Andy deals at Hostels Building Center for the month of February. Great 4-shelf unit with legs was $352.70, now $299.79. Black 15-gallon storage container was $127.02, is now $107.97. 6-inch steel toe-work boots was $243.90, is now just $207.31. 16-inch rechargeable fan was $631.50, now $536.77. Security LED lights was $241.27, now $205.08. Super Handy Andy deals at Hostels Building Center for the month of February, making home improvement easy.
National Home Loans, get your dream home, all could be yours. Walk through the door, come take what you need, get you the keys, all could be yours, what you deserve. National Home Loans, get your dream home, get your dream home, get your dream home. National Home Loans, get your dream home.
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
Get your blitz on. Get your blitz on. Get your blitz on.
Cash Blitz!
Play Cash Blitz and get your blitz on! Cash Blitz is here, the newest scratch game from the Caribbean Lottery. With 4 tickets to choose from and the chance to win the big ticket top prize of $200,000. So get your blitz on today at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 and over.
Get your blitz on!
Cash Blitz!
Healthwise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Malik Lescott, Dr. Jolette Woodley, and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
Welcome back. Education officials from St. Kitts and Nevis convened on Thursday at the Kuna Conference Room to set in motion the National Safe School Policy. During his remarks, Chief Education Officer Francil Morris championed the importance of safety for students, teachers, and support staff.
Our school administrators and teachers, who play a critical role in shaping the young minds, deserve a place where they can concentrate on their responsibilities without worrying about their safety. How about our support staff, whose contributions are often go unnoticed? They deserve an environment where they can execute their duties without fear or hindrance. But most importantly, our students, the future leaders and inventors, they deserve a space where they can learn and flourish without any threat.
Project Development Officer in the Ministry of Education on Nevis, Tamisha Lestrade, provided a synopsis on the Safe School initiative.
The Safe School Recognition Program in St. Kitts and Nevis is a multifaceted initiative designed to bolster the safety and resilience of educational institutions across the islands. Spearheaded by collaborative efforts, the program's framework was established with the expertise of a consultant provided by the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, CDEMA. Central to the program's success is the meticulous selection. To ensure an equitable and representative selection process, schools are chosen based on criteria such as their location, within different districts, the type of school, example early childhood, primary or secondary, and their exposure and vulnerability to.
Minister of Education Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley outlined the imperative of schools and reinforces the need for a safe school environment.
I can assure you the Ministry of Education works continually to address safety and security concerns in schools through multiple actions. Building safe schools is not only a priority for our administrators, security personnel and teachers, but must also be a priority for our architects, engineers, policymakers, administrators, and emergency response planners.
He stated that the goal of the National Safe School Policy is to promote the well-being and academic success of students by mitigating issues of safety and security and providing resources and support for those who need it. And in other news, the Nyabinghi Theocracy Order will be hosting a week of activities to celebrate Black History Month. During an interview with ZIZ News, Public Relations Officer for the Order, Ras Aya, explained that the activities are a way of celebrating the work of the nation's ancestors.
Having some celebration for Black History Month will commence from our week activities from the 18th to the 25th of this month that consider by works of our ancestors who are able to bring great elements of our history as who we are as a people, not just from the slave aspect, but through the kingdom of our empires that we once were rulers of those empires. So we say, we give thanks for the remembrance of our ancestors and our ancient ancestors with the Almighty Creator.
He shared some of the activities that will be taking place during the month of February.
Those activities from the 18th, we would like to say we go to the Kayan community and have Gongdation ZIZ. And Gongdation ZIZ means chanting Nyabinghi ZIZ, reflecting on those of the great contribution of our past and even in our present at this time going forward. In the Wednesday, the 20th, we have our annual island-wide food hamper distribution. We will look at our elders and needy of our federation, not basically in Nevis at the moment, but through the eyes of Sinkis, where we will be able to go island-wide and give distribution of food hamper to the elderly and needy. That is what we always look at, to give back to the community of our people. And then the Thursday, we look at the Carding Home to give a part of food hamper to the Carding Home and even do a local insight with them about the history of our people and the contribution that had made to the Carding Home recipients them.
Other activities include on Friday, 23rd February, a tribute to the martyrs of the Nyabinghi Theocracy Order within the Rastafari community. Saturday, February 24th, Black Story of Poetry at the Sandy Point Public Market, and on Sunday, 25th February, Groundation ISIS to conclude the week of activities. The Nyabinghi Theocracy Order's week of activities in celebration of Black History Month is being guided by the theme, Our Redemption Begins with Knowledge of Our Black Story, end quote. And coming up, St. Lucia's emergency services contain oil spill. Stay tuned.
Here are your Horseless Value Mart IGA specials, running February 8th through the 21st. Now, our Value Club Blue Tag specials. For oil, $18.99. IGA or Essential Everyday Popcorn, $6.99. Multi-meal cereals, $12.99. Chobani Greek yogurt, $5.69. Essential Everyday Hash Brown Patties and Fries, $13.99. Kellogg's Special K cereals, $18.99. And now our very low weekly value deals. Essential Everyday 100% apple juice, $6.99. Essential Everyday Oats, $9.99. Wishbone salad dressing, $11.99. Arm & Hammer liquid detergent, $14.99. Colgate toothpaste, $7.99. VO5 shampoo and conditioner, $5.49. Shop smart, shop Value Mart. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new flow, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
Thank you for staying with us. On the regional scene, swift action by environmental authorities in St. Lucia prevented spilled oil from contaminating the Chalk River and Bay, safeguarding the area's pristine waters and fragile ecosystems. Here's more.
Reports of an oil spill in the Union area led the various agencies responsible for the protection of St. Lucia's environment to the scene in haste. It was a looming environmental disaster, with the oil making its way into the Chalk River. This was an urgent mission to contain the oil spill before it did damage to the river and its inhabitants, and to the Chalk Bay and beach. One man who has knowledge of the oil spill spoke to News Force on condition of anonymity.
Tuesday morning we realized there is an oil spill at the back of